Yeah, these people will never learn. They will never understand why their game failed. And whenever it does fail, they will only blame the player base. All right. Right over here, it says the games industry feels betrayed by the modern audience. All right, let's check this out.
Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I just saw something hilarious here over on Twitter. This tweet from Pirate Nation that reads, people on LinkedIn blame non-existing modern audience for Lost Records failure, not buying or pre-ordering or buying the deluxe version. Check it out from some entertainment
who wrote
lawyer
this?
person apparently. Says, on consumer responsibility, all caps, a penny still hasn't dropped for many consumers. I was browsing reaction to the Lost Records reviews this morning and couldn't believe what I was reading.
What is the Lost Records reviews this morning? Couldn't believe. What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Quotes like, the reviews aren't that great, and I'll wait for episode 2. I was interested, but I'm going to pass. These sentiments are coming from self-selecting consumers who are presumably interested in its themes and would claim to be supportive of its developers, but who are still withholding commitment. To reiterate, as a consumer, these are the ways you support a product. 1, buy it full price, ideally pre-ordering it, and ideally buying the deluxe version.
No. Like South Park said, if you guys don't know, pre-ordering a game before the game is pre-ordering a game is basically having a big dick in your mouth. All right. Now, the only times that I will pre-order a game is, yes, I do agree with this, is if you want to fully support the development company. The thing is that there are a lot of Western, when I say Western, I'm talking about American video game development companies that have been inundated with a bunch of woke garbage nonsense and people who just really hate the video games company. They just hate them. So they don't, like, why the hell would I support them at full price, right? If you're going to go pirate it, just pirate the game, right? It is a little harder to pirate games now and stuff like that. You need a VPN and then you need to go online to, like, I don't know, Pirate Bay or so, or any of these torrent sites. And then, of course, that means you have to pay for VPN, right? And then it's too much hoops for you to jump through in order to get the game for free. But the thing is, buying it, the deluxe version, yeah, I bought Black Myth Wukong. I bought it twice. I bought both deluxe versions just because the game was really good. It only came out digitally, and I wanted a physical edition of the game. I'm gonna bring it up right over here. Not even opened. See? Not even open. Deluxe edition is still in the shrink wrap. Not even open for the PS5, right? Yeah, this game was freaking good. I bought a digital version, deluxe version, and I also bought the game for Beardo, and then I bought the game again for myself. I basically triple dipped because the game was really good. But according to these, like, weird, like, here's the thing, if you guys don't know, LinkedIn has been inundated with a stupid word, has been infiltrated and by a bunch of these woke people. If you guys don't know that, I do have a LinkedIn account. I don't go on it often. I only go on it whenever someone reaches out to me and they need, like, recommendation or, like, some kind of referral for a job. Then I'll do it for them. But in terms of that, it's insanely woke. They use it as another social media, as in posting things that they hate about Trump. It is really, really bad. It's not as bad as, like, Facebook, but it's pretty bad already. Now, I will never buy a game. Like, I will never pre-order a game moving forward, is because there have been times where I pre-ordered the game and the game just absolutely just became dog shit. And a lot of companies, you know, they want the pre-orders, is because it shows hype for the game, and it shows hype for the board members, the investors, all these people who are investing in these AAA or AA companies. Like, they see that, okay, there's a lot of backing, then we will, you know, invest in your company more. But no, hell to the no with the pandering, with the, oh, you gotta pre-order because you want to support the developers. Yeah, but most of your games suck. So
2, play it. 3, get other people to buy and play it.
How about if it sucks?
Before we continue, really quick, if you don't know Lost Records, this is the new game from developer Don't Nod. Developers behind the Life is Strange games. We can see the description here over on Steam for Lost Records. Says, film your summer of 1995 and create memories of
this game. Okay. Okay. All right. I remember this game now. This game wasn't this game announced during like was it either the Sony State of Play or the Xbox? I forgot which one it was. It was pretty recent. Within like a month or two ago, they announced that this game was coming out. Immediately when I saw this game, it was insanely woke. Like I saw it, I was like, this is a woke game. This is a game that's probably like funded by, funded by a bunch of like ESG garbage, and is basically the entire message is about look at the bottom. LGBTQ plus choices matter. And it's whenever you see like purple and pink and blue, you immediately think of LGBTQ, and it looks like a sweet baby like love child. It's just really bad. When I pre-order, I make sure that I will really like the game. Exactly. And the thing is that, can you cancel your pre-order? Right? I'm pretty sure you can, but who would pre-order this garbage? This is stupid.
Of a lifetime with your new friends. 27 years later, confront the dark secrets that made you all promise to never speak again after the fateful summer, with tags such as LGBTQ+, Choices Matter, 1990s, and Story Rich. Taking a very brief look at the About section, it reads, rewind back to the 90s and live the defining summer of 4 high school girls as they forge bonds through their growing friendship, their punk band, and an unexplained event that will forever change their lives. Experience the story in 2 thrilling...
Well, okay. Let's say if this game was really, really good, like it was like masterclass story writing, masterclass gameplay, I still won't buy this game because this game is clearly not made for me. How many people are a part of the LGBTQ plus community in the entire world? About 10%, right? About 10? Let me actually legit look this up right now. I'll legit look it up right now. Okay. How many people in the world are LGBT? All right. So this is 2 years ago, 9%. There it is. This game is targeted to 9% of the fucking world. This game is not for me, bro. Absolutely not. Don't you want to cast a wide net whenever you're making a game? Of course you do. Now, the reason why games like this fail is because the LGBTQ people did not show up. Blame your own fucking people. Why didn't a gay game? Why didn't a gay movie do well? Why didn't a gay TV show do well? Because your bitch asses did not show up to watch or play the game. That's it. And why would I? Here's the thing. LGBTQ people, they're not really gamers. All right? They just basically sit back and just play like Animal Crossing. Not saying, not throwing shade at Animal Crossing, but that's the extent of their gameplay. Like they only play like Animal Crossing, very simple games. Oh, look at this. The main character is gay. Something like freaking like they won't even play Concord. That like these people are not gamers, and this game is marketed to these people. It's not 91% of the world. You are missing out on a lot of money, right? You can make this game very cool and have inclusiveness and diversity, but that shouldn't be your the thing that you're talking about the entire time. Okay, I only pre-order 2 minutes before launch when I know I'll like it and there's been a solid coverage of the game leading up to the launch. Exactly. Or you just go ahead and watch the people that you know and trust about video games, and then you're like, oh, if they say it's good, then I will most likely like this game, right?
Parts. Tape 1 Bloom launches February 18th, and Tape 2 Rage launches April 15th. Rage will become available as a free downloadable update when it's released. According to SteamDB Analytics, they are currently...
Well, they did say that it's 1990s, so the all-time peak is, like ironic.
709 players in-game right now, a 24-hour peak of also 709, and an all-time peak of 1,990. Okay, so we left off with this LinkedIn person telling people to buy games like this full price, ideally pre-order them, buy the deluxe version.
No, no matter what, buy the game discounted if possible. right? Let's say if you're not sure about the game, you're sort of, bi-curious about the game or whatever, you have a hard on or a little on about these type of games, then yeah, like I would just wait. Steam has sales all the time. Just wait for it. Just freaking wait for it. Who cares?
Play the games and get people to also buy and play the games. They then go on to say, anything else pales in significance to those three things. You have to support what you want to see. This is particularly true if you're advocating for niche or varied types of release.
Yeah. You have to support what you want to see. And what I don't want to see are LGBTQ garbage in my game. Okay? Oh, this character is gay. All right, but how's the gameplay? How's the story? Oh, the story is very good and it's about the LGBT. It's like, I don't fucking care about the LGBTQ people, man. How's the game? How's the story? That's it. How's the game? How's the story? And here's the thing. If all these girls that are, are in this game, if they're, you can call them girls, if they're all insanely hot and attractive, you might be able to get me to play the game. That's a very, very small might. But overall, it's a type of game I would never buy.
What you say or post does not matter. What you do, and especially what you spend, does. If you want more of a certain type of game or theme or protagonist, you cannot afford to fence it. You must buy.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy this game.
Lost Records, the developer Don't Nod has lost 90% of its market cap over the past 5 years.
90%, huh? Should have been 91. If it was 91%, it would have been Jeff's kiss, right? Because that's the market cap that you're not really caring about, right? Because all you care about is the LGBTQ people.
It has done everything that advocates and activists have clamored for during that period to consistent commercial failure, including the pretty good Banishers. If it doesn't get a hit soon, it will have to lay more people off.
Good.
It will go out of business.
Good.
Then those same people will mourn and decry the state of the games industry or dearth of diverse female protagonists, to which the only possible retort should be, did you buy Lost Records at launch?
The answer will be hell to the no. Hell no. Down to the no, right? I want these companies to fail. I want these companies to fail very badly. I want these companies that are making bad games to go away, right? And then all we have left are the good games, right? You'll have From Software releasing really cool Dark Souls, Soulsborne type of games. We have good companies that make good games. Look, if you look at it this way, China will never have a legitimate LGBTQ character. And that's the reason why, like, here's the thing. As an American, I don't want China to win. However, they are winning. My interest is because there is no LGBTQ type of characters in their video games. And I like that. The US and the Western development companies for video games, they don't care. They do not care about their audience. They do not care about their player base. All they care about is pushing a message. And if your message is, we got to get more diversity in video games, we got to get more LGBTQ people in video games, then 91% of the population will not buy or support your game. And you cannot blame us for that. You have to blame yourself. I am a video game developer, and I know this firsthand. I don't care what people say about, is this game, does it have inclusivity? I was like, I don't care about that. Is the game good? Right? And as a person who makes, art and makes video games, like, I make sure that the characters look as cool as possible. I make sure that the characters look as on brand as possible, because I know majority of the audience that plays the game I'm working on are male. Most of them are male people, like male dudes, just regular dudes that love Marvel games, right? Versus, these LGBTQ people won't really actually spend money on your video game because bitches are too busy checking themselves into a fucking shrink because they have depression.
At the same time, a lesson for companies across media about who
What's going on, Tommy?
value.
What's going on, Waka?
Means nothing. A criticism from someone is meaningless if they don't routinely spend money and time on your products. Take
How's it going,
book
Greg?
talk / romantasy books. That is an area that is consistently mocked and derided. Those opinions mean nothing. What matters? The people spending hundreds of dollars a year on books. Likewise, core fans of a genre property are more valuable than a speculative viewer who might watch if you changed X or Y. You cannot afford to alienate a consumer spending hundreds a year on your IP. And so it is with games. The most valuable consumers are those who spend the most time and money playing games, especially games with the genre. Robin Boyer GDC wrote an excellent post last week on target audience, and I would add an additional question. What do people who spend over $250 a year of games and spend over 100 hours a year in our genre think? Why 250? Because unless you are from or Larian, it's naive to think that someone who buys 3 games a year is going to make your game one of the 3.
No. It's not just From Software or Larian Studios, but it's just people would rather spend money on a Chinese gotcha game from HoYoverse than play any of these woke bullshit games that you guys have. Right? Dustborn, that game is dead. Concord's dead. Avowed is basically dead. No one's really playing Dragon Age anymore. They're not even talking about it. Dragon Age, is I believe, was it starting today? Dragon Age is free if you have PlayStation Plus subscription. That game hasn't even been out for half a year yet, and it's already on. Like that goes to show how bad those types of games are. These companies, these investors, and these people who are higher ups, all they care about is their bottom dollar. And if LGBTQ nonsense is actually making money, then we should be seeing a shit ton of them. But we are not, is because they make no money. They waste money to push a message. All right, cool. Like, all right. Get woke, go broke. Yeah, Dragon Age the Failguard. Jeez, man. Holy crap, dude.
Anyway, I hope people buy Lost Records because it looks like an interesting theme and setting, and I do think
It's
Donut
gay.
are genuinely talented. It's on PS Plus, so you can try it. So yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff to
It's
unpack
on
there,
PS Plus and no
especially
one's
the
gonna.
part where they-
It's on PlayStation Plus and no one's gonna play it. Do you know what people are gonna be playing? The TMNT Cowabunga collection and the Sonic, the Sonic game that's on it. Are people going to be playing out? Actually checking out Dragon Age: The Veilguard? Maybe you get maybe like a 0.001 boost in your player base, but no. All right, why do you have to play this bullshit LGBT game when you can play Marvel Rivals? Why? Like I said, people would rather pay money for gacha games than play your woke bullshit game.
They said, in the case of Lost Records, the developer Donut has lost 90% of its market cap over the past 5 years. It has done everything that advocates and activists have clamored for. Guess doing that hasn't really worked out so well, has it? But he is right how these sort of activists and like modern audience types constantly decry the state of the games industry and never take accountability for the
Absolutely
reasons why
not.
things are the way they are with certain companies in the industry. Because obviously there are still plenty of gaming companies that are not doing poorly. And the gaming companies that are doing poorly seem to have the recurring theme that many of them are Western companies that have delved way into DEI nonsense.
100%. 100%. Whenever the game has DEI elements in it, and that's at the forefront, your game will fail. Name me an LGBTQ game that has made a shit ton of money and the messaging that they're talking about, which is the LGBTQ stuff, is like the main story. I will wait. Right? The closest I would say that you can possibly even imagine what saying is Larian Studios Baldur's Gate 3. Right? One of the characters, one of the side characters, which is Dame Aelin, she has a significant other that's a female. But that is not the main story. That is a part of the main story, right? Because that's just one of the side characters that you need to interact with in order to progress in chapter 2 or act 2, whatever you want to call it. But that's not like it's not the story. The story is about fucking mind flayers and shit like that. All right? Like there's no game out there that's part of the LGBTQ community and that's made over $1 billion. None of them have. It's just really bad, and these people are just they are insane, right? They keep doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Yo, DB Wild for 10. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the 10. I'd rather pay money to the gacha game that is the Chan Man so that he can put money put money back into the life-size Tifa doll someday. You know you want it. That one's expensive. It's like $8,000. My wife's not gonna let me get it. Oh shit, man. Thank you so much for the 10, man. Thank you.
Something that those sort of people never admit. But anyways, let me know what you think about that stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend. And if you enjoyed the coverage, consider liking and or subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, these people will never learn. They will never understand why their game failed. And whenever it does fail, they will only blame the player base. Oh, the gaming industry. Oh, the gaming audience. Oh, Gamergate or blah blah blah. Oh, they will never take accountability on why their games failed. Right? You're not hearing jack shit from Matt Hansen anymore. Right? You're not hearing jack shit from people from Dragon Age the Veilguard. You're not hearing anything because they know that the reason why their game failed is because their own damn stupidity. And I love watching video game company fail. I really, really do. It makes me hard. Like I could go from a 2 to a 2.5 inch really quickly. But I love seeing video games fail. And this is a good video. And I can't believe that was a thing. Like, it's like, oh, why is it happening? Oh, here's what you should do. This will help the company. This will help the games. Like, no, it won't. You'll only feed into their ego by like pushing in garbage, and no one's gonna play that game. And then you're gonna give a false sense of hope, thinking that their game is actually doing really well, but it actually isn't. This is absolutely stupid take from that person on LinkedIn. But there's the link right over there. Go and check it out. Hero Hey does a lot of good work, man. Yeah, but yeah, crazy people in the video game industry, man.